very good afternoon to you all, and I hope that you're keeping warm and safe on this very snowy Thursday afternoon. Welcome on behalf of Celebrity Cruises. My name is Leon. I'm joined with my colleague Emma Rigby. We're both the trainers for Celebrity for the UK and Ireland, and we're going to be talking to you very soon about the exciting new dining venues on Celebrity Edge. If you could just bear with us for a minute or two, we're going to wait for more people to join. There is some background noise. If I could ask whoever's on the line to mute their line. Everybody should be on listen only mode. So you should be able to hear me clearly and also see a holding screen with a lady gazing into the future. And this is what we're talking about when it comes to Celebrity Edge. The future is here. So could you just bear with us, folks, and we'll be back with you very, very soon. Thank you. Okay, well, it's Leon back with you. I'm joined by Emma, my fellow trainer. Hi, Emma.
Hi, Leon. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Emma, and we're welcoming everybody on this session, all about the new dining venues and amazing restaurants on Celebrity Edge. So we are pioneers of culinary excellence. Celebrity Cruises wins awards within the industry and outside the industry for our food and culinary excellence. And one of the biggest influences of our new design concept of Celebrity Edge is the outward-facing experience. And our culinary philosophy follows the same line of thinking. So we're striving to deliver an even more diverse and authentic culinary journey on board. And what we're saying is that for the first time ever, we are going to bring this to life with Celebrity Cruises. So, before I begin on this amazing culinary journey, getting you excited and hungry too, I just want to show you a couple of things that's going to make your life a lot easier. Cruising Power is your one-stop shop for assets, information, downloads, and PDFs when it comes to everything to do with Celebrity Cruises. So as you'll see here, there's a screen grab on the Celebrity Edge page of Cruising Power. Let me go to the site and show you exactly what that looks like, because a lot of you will be asking me, where can I get information? Where can I get flyers, photos, guides, and things like that? So as you can see, I'm scrolling down the Cruising Power UK page. You just click on Celebrity Edge there, and you'll see that we have bite-sized information on all of our new main restaurants. I'm giving you a spoiler there, plus links to how you can download booking guides, restaurant guides, deck plan, and a full Celebrity Edge brochure. So visit cruisingpower.com and go to the Celebrity Cruise's latest news section and click on Celebrity Edge, and you'll get lots and lots of information there on our new dining venues. So we're saying we're going to explore the world without leaving your table. We are cutting edge, pardon the pun, and we're also educating you. And we want you to complete the dedicated 15-minute module all about our culinary reveal today. So we are going to incentivize this by rewarding you with not one but two fantastic giveaways. So you have from today until the end of March to go to cruisingforexcellenceonline.co.uk and complete the short interactive module. And what we'll do is we will pull a list of everyone that's completed it, and there will be two very lucky winners that will be pulled at random. The top prize is a 2-night cruise on Celebrity Silhouette, sailing in April this year from Southampton. And the second prize is a £100 or €100 Love to Shop voucher. So you've got to be in it to win it. Make sure you log on and complete the module before the end of this month to be in with a chance to win one of those amazing prizes. Now, myself and my colleague Emma are on Facebook, and this is our way of keeping you informed, up to date, educated, and motivated about all things celebrity. So please go to Facebook and look for myself or for my colleague Emma Rigby. Be our friend and be in the know. So moving on then, we're excited that we work with only the best in the business, and our Michelin-starred executive chef, and he's also the Associate Vice President of Food Beverage Operations, is an amazing guy called Cornelius Gallagher, and he's the brains behind our new culinary offering. So without further ado, let's go into the most exciting development of dining when it comes to Celebrity Edge. We are so proud that we are not only introducing new dining concepts to the world, but also we're retaining what is very, very much a favorite with our guests. So if you're dining in Luminae, which is our sweet class restaurant, or Blue, which is our aqua class restaurant, you're only going to get what Celebrity is known for, which is modern luxury, service, surrounding, and dining at its best. But the big news is that we are introducing what we call dining on the edge. And this is, simply put, more choice, more menus, and more cuisine than ever. Now, let me reassure you that in this case, nothing is changing when it comes to how your customers and our guests choose their dining. So the two options that have always been available will still continue to be available, and that's main dining and flexible dining. So they can dine at the same time, at the same table, with the same people and the same waiter every single night. Whether they want to dine at 6 or 8:30, that's their choice. That's not changing. However, what is changing is the variety and choice of different main dining options. And that's where Celebrity becomes the game changer. Because we believe that we can introduce something which will dazzle and delight your customers like never before, whilst keeping it simple and not changing anything up in a sophisticated or complicated way. So if they don't want to dine at the same time every night, they can choose what we call Select. However, Select Plus is something even more exciting and gives them more choice. And remember that the best way to give your customers more choice is to get them to book online before they travel using their pre-cruise planner, because they can decide where they want to eat and when they want to eat every single day of their cruise. So What's this all about, I hear you say? Well, the news is that we have 4 main dining restaurants on board Celebrity Edge. Not 1, but 4. And the menu, again, is simple in operation, but exciting in variety. And let me talk you through how this is going to work. So imagine you've got 4 main restaurants, and each restaurant has the same menu, as you can see in front of you. There are 2 elements to this menu that each 4 restaurants shares: the classic and the signature. The only difference between these 2 is that classic never changes and signature does change. So signature is a range of options that is kind of like chef's recommendation. Classic is the best of the current fleet, which people love and wish to keep on their menus every single night. However, because each of our 4 main dining restaurants are very different in style, design, and cuisine, they will have a third option, which is exclusive to that restaurant, inspired by the concept of their cuisine. So that's almost like a specialty restaurant in its own right within the main dining restaurant. So 75% of the menu doesn't change, 25% does. And I bet you're itching to find out what the main dining restaurants are. Well, I'm going to tell you about the first 2, then I'm going to pass over to my colleague Emma. And the first one is Cosmopolitan. Now, if it's not broken, don't fix it. We know that the main restaurants on our Salted class ships are a big hit with everyone because they're so beautifully designed, so modern and contemporary. And the Cosmopolitan restaurant is the next stage of that, if you like, because we have this beautiful wine installation walkway, which sets the tone for this upscale, global American-style restaurant. It is really hip, really cool, really modern, and the cuisine is American stroke global. So each of the 4 restaurants have an average capacity of around 340 guests. And the Cosmopolitan is open for breakfast and dinner and lunch at sea. So the menu that you see in front of you is an example of what our guests can choose from when they dine in the Cosmopolitan restaurant. So there's 3 elements there: classic, signature, and exclusive, and a great list of wines and desserts. The second main restaurant we are going to call Cyprus. And this is an acknowledgement to our Greek heritage. Celebrity's origins come from Greece. And so we created this stunning restaurant to represent the Mediterranean in terms of design, atmosphere, and cuisine. So the main focus is on seafood and simple, clean dishes that celebrate the food and beverages of the Mediterranean region. So a beautiful Mediterranean design. Those blues and whites remind me of those gorgeous Greek islands like Santorini and Mykonos. And again, this restaurant is open for breakfast and dinner and also lunch at sea with the same layout as its sister restaurants. Classic and signature appearing on all restaurant menus, with Cyprus exclusive that is unique to that restaurant, with a focus on delicious Mediterranean cuisine. Over to Emma to talk to you about Normandy.
Hi everyone, so now it is the 3rd restaurant out of the 4th, which is Normandy. So Normandy ties to our elegant Murano specialty restaurant on many of our ships, and a nostalgic nod to Celebrity Summit. The wooden panels from the ship are incorporated into the design. Normandy restaurant features contemporary French cuisine in a modern, upscale, refined atmosphere that it evokes the romance of springtime in Paris with a colour palette reminiscent of cherry blossoms in full bloom. So here you can enjoy regional European wines, delicious cocktails, tantalizing starters, and mouth-watering entrees. So Normandy is located on deck number 3. The cuisine is contemporary French food, and here we can see a taster of some of the menus. So remember the Normandy exclusives there. We've got the countryside pâtés, and of course we've got these delicious desserts on the right-hand side. And then we move to my favourite out of the 4 restaurants, Tuscan. So here, step inside and discover the delicious ambiance and modern classical design inspired by Italian fashion and film. Here you can savour mouth-watering cuisine inspired by authentic southern Italian eateries. The meals here include Italian-inspired dishes featuring all homemade pastas prepared with a rustic flair. Taste buds will get a tour of southern Italy without even stepping ashore. So again, Tuscan is located on deck number 3, open for dinner, and the cuisine is southern Italian. And if you just look at the decor within Tuscan, it is so cool, so chic, very, very celebrity cruises. And here again is a taster of the menu. Seared salmon, you've got here the rosemary roasted chicken, and one I want to try, octopus carpaccio. And then we have got the last part of the menu there with the fantastic Italian beverages such as those espressos too. And you'll see that the main restaurants are located on deck number 3 and deck number 4. So deck number 4, they are open for breakfast and dinner, lunch on sea days, and deck number 3 open for dinner. And just to round up the whole new main dining concept, the dining selection process remains exactly as it is today with fixed seating, you've got the early and late seating, and Celebrity Select Dining Plus, which means more seats per guest occupancy than any other ship in our fleet, a more intimate experience within the 4 restaurants, and far more choice. And then we go to the exclusive stateroom category restaurants. So here we first talk about Luminate at the Retreat. So dining on Celebrity Edge is an exclusive affair for our suite class guests with access to a private restaurant, Luminate at the Retreat, the highest rated restaurant in our fleet. Luminate is designed by Kelly Hoppen and features menus that change daily and are not available in any other restaurant on board. So on deck number 12, the capacity has grown because our suite numbers have grown, and the menu changes every single night here. So open for breakfast, lunch on sea days, and for dinner. And we can see there where it is located. So Luminate the Retreat on deck number 12, right next to those iconic suites. If you remember back to what we first revealed in our accommodation, right at the front of the ship, above the bridge, with those incredible views. And then we come to our customers' most favourite restaurant, and it is Blue. So Aqua Class guests will enjoy the exclusive restaurant featuring clean, crisp flavours and innovative cuisine complemented by an extensive list of sustainable and biodynamic wines. So everything here is undeniably delicious. Pair all of that with a personalised service, inviting surroundings and natural light, and you have the fresh and bold experience of Blue. So it is the same menu currently on our ship. So Blue 2.0 has been rolled out fleet-wide, and this is a firm favourite with many of our customers, so we're keeping it for Celebrity Edge. But what's new with Blue? We have got the incredible inside dining, but what's more, your customers can sit outside. So remember, Celebrity Edge, sailing around the Caribbean, waking up, enjoying fresh granola, sitting outside in Blue. And then I'm going to hand back over to Leon to take you through the first of our specialty dining restaurants. So for anyone that is hungry, this is going to make you even hungrier.
Thanks, Emma. so we're even more excited to be able to introduce our new specialty dining restaurants. And what we say is we are looking to rival the best top restaurants around the world. And I think the first one that we're going to talk about is definitely going to be giving the top restaurants in the top cities a run for the money, because the Fine Cut Steakhouse is very reminiscent of a top restaurant you would find in London, Dublin, New York, Paris, Sydney. It's an upscale dining experience for dinner with service that's really delivered to you as an art form, and a very warm and inviting space, very low-key, warm decor, and as you can see, surrounded by the best wines at sea. So the design is creating an ambience of sophistication, and the cuisine is literally sizzling because there is such a huge choice of the best cuts of meat, the freshest premium seafood, something here for everyone. Again, outside seating, open for dinner, and it's $55 per person cover charge. So as Anna said, we want to get you excited and feeling hungry. So let's have a look at what's on the menu there. It's really, really upmarket steakhouse style. Raw on 5 is quite an exciting development when it comes to celebrities dining, because we are now listening to what not only our guests love, but what people are saying in the restaurant world, which is people love seafood, sushi, sashimi, and this is what we call a raw bar experience. When you walk into this restaurant, you will be blown away not only by the really modern chic decor, but the show bar, which showcases all of our fresh seafood on board. Oysters, lobster, fresh crab, you name it. So sushi is very trendy at the moment, as is seafood. It's healthy, and it's very, very, very much something that affluent, discerning people love to enjoy. So this restaurant is a la carte. There is no cover charge. It works like a regular restaurant. Every different option on the menu has its own price, and it's open for dinner as well as lunch at sea. And there again, we just have some fabulous options there. A seafood plateau, celebrity signature seafood tower, which you can actually get on the porch, which is a great restaurant on Silhouette and Reflection. And an exciting development is that everyone talks about the magic carpet, but on deck 5, it connects with Raw on 5 and becomes an extension of that restaurant. So imagine those days at sea, and you decide to have lunch al fresco, enjoying that fresh shrimp or lobster or some oysters in the open air. This is where you can enjoy it. The magic carpet becomes an extension of Raw on 5. It's also another specialty restaurant in its own right at night, because we are going to transform this area to dinner on the edge. Now, more information is coming down the line about this. All we can say at the moment is that when the sun goes down, the mood goes up, and so does the magic carpet. It will reach deck 16 and become transformed as this outdoor restaurant called Dinner on the Edge. The menu will be similar to what's offered in Raw on 5, and what we do know is that our chefs will have been ashore that day, and all of the ingredients that go into the meals that are served on deck 16 on Dinner on the Edge will have been purchased fresh that day ashore. So not only are they the freshest ingredients, but they reflect the destination that we've been to. And that's our whole ethos. Immersing ourselves in every beautiful place that we visit and bringing the world closer to our guests. So there's an idea of the location of each of those restaurants, Raw on 5 and the Fine Cut Steakhouse on deck 5. Over to Emma now. Emma, tell us about the Grand Bistro.
So the Grand Bistro is where you will find me breakfast, lunch and dinner. It's inspired by classic French bistros, the mouth-watering sights, scents and sounds of a bustling patisserie will excite you almost as much as the food itself. The ambience changes from morning to evening, and you have seating options that range from the planter-edged sidewalk, as you can see here on the slides, to the inner cafe with stunning views of the sea. So every time you eat here, it's a whole new experience. And here, as I said, it's open for breakfast, for lunch, and for dinner, and for something very, very special that will be within Le Grand Bistro and will take place once per sailing. But before we get to that, you can see the mouth-watering menus here in Le Grand Bistro. Look at that food there. So let me talk you through Le Petit Chef. Using innovative technology created by Skull Mapping and presented by Tablemation, we're bringing your tabletop to life in Le Grand Bistro with Le Petit Chef. An animated character who appears beside your plate and prepares each course you'll be enjoying right in front of you before you're served the actual dish. So it's an immersive, mind-blowing fusion of entertainment and dining like no other. The best way for you to see this is to go on to YouTube and to type in Le Petit Chef, and it will bring to life an example of what we will be serving for our customers on Celebrity Edge. So that is a once and a cruise experience and on offer for $55. Breakfast will be for $10, lunch on sea days $20, and then dinner $25. As you can see here, deck number 4 is located, Le Grand Bistro, right opposite the infamous Cafe Al Baccio, which Leon will take you through very shortly. But then we move on to the Rooftop Garden Grill. So the Rooftop Garden Grill, whether enjoying lunch or dining under the stars, the Rooftop Garden Grill is nestled perfectly in its own delicious corner of the rooftop garden. So here, discover the ultimate in outdoor eateries, where you're surrounded by the open sky and most incredible ocean views around, while you savor gourmet backyard barbecue favorites. Now, this is Leon's favorite specialty restaurant, serving American barbecue. Open for lunch on sea days, which is $25, and for dinner for $45, and it's al fresco dining. So if we have a look at the menu here, you've got the appetizers, those great flatbread pizzas, and just think of that smoked hickory smoked brisket. It sounds delicious. So that is the Rooftop Garden Grill. And the Rooftop Garden Grill is located within the rooftop garden, right next to the Sunset Bar, another firm favourite with all of our customers on board. So alfresco dining underneath the stars, the Rooftop Garden Grill. And then I'll pass back to Leon now, who's going to talk you through our brand new concept, which is Eden Restaurant.
So, thank you, Emma. We talked about Eden back in the middle of last year because we are so excited to be able to bring this concept again to the world, not just to the world of cruise, but to the world, because I think it's safe to say that we are bold and daring and adventurous and ambitious when we talk about celebrity in terms of design and introducing new and edgy concepts to how people and our guests can enjoy spending their holiday time with us. So Eden is this incredible space that is kind of multifaceted, multi-level, over 3 decks, acres and acres of glass, more glass than anywhere else on the ship, totally open and living, because it's a room that lives. It's got all this beautiful natural light and plants and flowers and greenery everywhere. And so It's a perfect setting for the perfect, unforgettable, inimitable dining experience in Eden. And Eden comes alive with a very, very lively open kitchen. And this is utterly, utterly unique. We are working with a company that have been very successful in rolling out this concept around the world. And it is something that's got to be experienced by everyone, I think, because as you are enjoying your dining experience, you are also being entertained. But the people that are entertaining you are interacting with you at the same time. They're called Eden, and they are bringing the whole space completely to life by engaging with you while you dine. For those of you that want to get more of a better idea of how that works, go onto YouTube and look up Queen of the Night, because that's the company that produces and delivers that type of show. It's not dinner theater, it's interactive, multi-sensory dining experience. And when you go to Eden, places will be limited. It's $65. It takes 100 people, and it's got to be seen to be believed. And again, we know that people want to relax and enjoy dining casually around the ship. So we've got lots of places where dining is complimentary. Eden itself, again, has its own cafe, which is open for breakfast and lunch and serves a huge range of freshly made snacks. Pancakes, paninis, sandwiches, pastries, cakes, refreshments, you name it, it's all there, and it's all complimentary. So think different, think open, think relaxed, chilled, and this is where Eden is located. The cafe is on deck 5, and again, we're very pleased, has an open area where you can sit outside, and the restaurant is right towards the rear of the ship on deck 4. We've also redesigned and revamped our solarium area, and adjoining that is the spa cafe and juice bar. So it's just so beautifully designed, open again, very clean lines and colors, minimalist in feel and environment. And this place will offer complimentary healthy snacks, juices and smoothies right next to the adults only indoor solarium. So I'm bringing up just a picture there to show you exactly where that will be located. And as you can see, the magic carpet there, this is all deck 14, the resort deck with the masked grill. Also a complimentary dining venue next to the bar. And one of my favorite places is the Ocean View Cafe, because this is a fully fledged restaurant in its own right, where you can go breakfast, lunch, and dinner pretty much around the clock to enjoy every type of casual and specialty food, as well as complimentary drinks, and help yourself and enjoy all the different flavors and tastes there of the world. So the Ocean View Cafe will have, yet again, lots of outdoor seating as well as indoor, plus a lively new bakery and an Asian stir-fry station. Plenty of bars, plenty of lounges. This slide will show you that we do have a dedicated lounge and pool bar for our guests in suite class known as the retreat area. And the Cafe El Bacho, which is such a hit on our Solstice Millennium class ships, is coming back and also has a little brother called Il Secondo Bacio. Don't you just love the design? So, we know that you've probably got lots and lots of questions, and we are anticipating questions. However, what we want to do is go through what the frequently asked questions are, and then we'll take your questions at the end. So, Emma, you can kick us off with the first question.
Of course. So the first question is, how is main dining different on Celebrity Edge? So we have redesigned the main dining experience to include not 1, but 4 complimentary restaurants. So all 4 restaurants will offer the same food every single night. However, each restaurant will have exclusive dishes inspired by a specific region of the world. And this reflects in the design and the ambiance of each dining room, which also showcases the specific restaurant concept. This means guests will have more choices than ever before.
So how does main dining work on board Celebrity Edge? Well, again, the beauty is it's simple. It's nice and simple, and nothing is really changing. Because if they book traditional dining, your customers, our guests, will select their dining time at the time of booking. And then when they get on board, they will then find out which of the 4 restaurants they are assigned. If your customers choose to go for the flexible dining option, they, again, just like Select, will decide where they dine and when they dine. What we're going to say later on is make sure to give them empowerment, really, to decide where they want to dine and when. Make sure they book in advance on the pre-cruise planner.
The next question, are the menus the same in all 4 main restaurants? So in all 4 restaurants, 75% of the menu is the same. However, 25% is exclusive to that restaurant. For example, in Tuscan, you've got the Southern Italian flavors. So there's more choices than ever before in each restaurant.
And this is not dynamic dining. So again, we have the 2 choices of dining options that guests can enjoy normally on any other ship with Celebrity. The only difference is that they have 4 restaurants to enjoy. Traditional dining assigned on board when they join us. Select dining is now called Select Dining Plus. They decide where they dine and when they dine before they travel or on board.
Will guests rotate through the dining rooms? So guests will not automatically rotate through the dining room, but they have the option to if they choose through Celebrity Select Dining Plus. So if they're on Celebrity Select Dining Plus, they will get the option to make reservations in each of the 4 restaurants.
So again, the way to ensure that life is easy and convenient for the guests is to make sure that they go straight to the pre-cruise planner online once they've booked with their reference to select dining time and restaurant. That is if they have booked Select Dining Plus. So you can choose to dine in any restaurant at any time, depending on availability, and book ahead and in advance online.
Am I required to make reservations on a nightly basis? So reservations are highly encouraged prior to boarding your cruise. However, they're not mandatory. So if your customers prefer to leave the planning to us, make no selection at all, and we will provide a booking time and restaurant for them.
And we decided to make this change to the main dining experience simply because we know we can, we want the guests to enjoy an even more enhanced dining experience with us. Celebrity Edge is groundbreaking, revolutionary, and transformational, which is what we are when it comes to delivering the best cruise holidays ever. So there is no reason not to, because we know that our guests will love it, and so will you.
If I am in traditional dining, can I visit another restaurant? Absolutely. We will handle that on board based on request on availability. If a guest wants to change for the entire cruise or just the night, we will do our best to accommodate. But if the guests are in Select Dining Plus, they can choose any of the 4 main dining restaurants with or without reservations based on availability.
So if your customer is assigned one main restaurant for traditional dining and they decide they would like to try a dish that's exclusive to another restaurant, the only way they'd be able to do this is either to ask to be moved to that restaurant, and we, again, as Emma said, we can do that and only accommodate that based on availability. Or the best thing to do is, if they want to try more than one different main restaurant, to go for Celebrity Select Plus.
When will guests know which dining room they have been assigned? So if a guest is in Celebrity Select Dining Plus and makes their reservations online prior to the cruise, it will appear in their cruise planner. If a guest doesn't use PCP to book dining reservations, we will then provide the allocation and inform the guests on day one. So guests, when they go into their stateroom, will find their reservation assignment in their stateroom. Guests booking the traditional dining program, that's early or late seating, will find their reservation assignment in their stateroom.
So again, as we said, we are anticipating lots of excitement, and maybe a lot of guests, once they're on board, will want to try more than one restaurant, or they may even want to change from, let's say, from Cosmopolitan to Normandy. Again, we welcome those requests, and we will try our best to accommodate any changes based on what's available on that sailing.
What if you do not make any dining reservations pre-cruise? So if guests do not make any reservations, they will find their reservation assignment in their stateroom. Guests booking traditional dining will be automatically assigned to a main dining restaurant, and guests will find their reservation assignment in their staterooms. Guests booking Celebrity Select Dining Plus will be automatically assigned for day one. So that's the day they get on board, they will automatically be assigned a restaurant. From there, they can make reservations for the remainder of the sailing at the main dining room.
So what's really exciting is that we are have no restrictions on age or pricing when it comes to children. And great news is that there is a flat cover charge for kids between 6 and 12 for all and every specialty restaurant on board. So there may be some child's menus available. We're going to find out later on which restaurants will offer those menus. If the children are up to 5, they don't pay at all to dine specialty. And if they are between 6 and 12, all they pay is $10 for any restaurant.
Will the specialty dining packages on board Celebrity Edge be the same prices as currently? So yes, the specialty dining packages will be the same.
And if there are any large groups, they will be accommodated depending on whether it's 200 or more in the group. Up to 200, same restaurant. Over 200, we'll split them up between restaurants.
And finally, just to recap on the itineraries, but the future is arriving early. So we have introduced preview sailings. They're 3-night Bahamas, 21st and 24th of November, and the 1st and the 6th of December. And the maiden voyages have been changed. So we've got the Western 7-night Caribbean cruise on the 9th of November this year. And then the maiden voyage for the Eastern Caribbean will take place on the 16th of November. How exciting. And of course, change the way you experience the world. So Caribbean begins in November this year, and then going through to the Mediterranean May next year. And remember, Celebrity Edge will have a pit stop in Southampton before starting in the Mediterranean, so watch for this space.
So what Emma and I are really excited about is that someone on this call may be going on Celebrity Silhouette in a couple of months. So we've decided to put up a free 2-night sailing for yourself and somebody else of your choosing, and join us on a 2-night sailing from Southampton on the stunning Celebrity Silhouette. It's the first time she sailed out of Southampton, and we will pull out a name at random of anyone who has attended this webinar in full, and we'll announce that tomorrow at 5:30. So we're very, very excited. So without further ado, we'd like to say thank you very